by the end of 2030, AI is expected to drive over $1 trillion in business value in banking and related financial services sectors alone. Welcome back to another episode of Monday Minutes, BFSI and the Age of AI. I'm Andrew Philp, your host, and for today's topic, GenAI, opportunities, risks, and the secure path forward, we're diving deep into a topic that's not only shaping the future of banking, but is also transforming the way we think about risk. We're excited to bring back Trend Micro's Sapna Sumbly, Director of BFSI, as we explore how AI is not just improving customer experiences with smarter chatbots and personalized product recommendations, but also revolutionizing fraud detection and cybersecurity in this sector. We'll discuss both the incredible opportunities and the risks associated with adopting AI and how organizations are navigating these complex challenges. Let's get started. Thank you so much for joining me, Sapna. Now, we're talking today about the use of generative AI in banking and finance industry. And we know that with ChatGPT and a lot of these generative AI tools, everyone's interested and everyone wants to know how this is being used. So you're an expert in this space. How is generative AI transforming the banking sector?
Well, thanks, Andrew, for that question. So first up, that banking is definitely a regulated industry. So this whole sector is taking a very cautious yet a very progressive approach towards adopting generative AI and the various applications. So I like to highlight 5 use cases where globally there has been a great adoption towards either creating in-house LLM models or using supply chain off-the-shelf OpenAI applications. The first one is product recommendation. So we all have our wealth managers attached to our accounts, which usually, recommend us product and services. What we don't know behind the scenes is that there's a lot of data-driven insights which are provided to these wealth managers, getting developed and from the LLM models in-house, which actually nail down what is the right kind of a product that you as a user, basis on your buying pattern, usage, your credit, and other liabilities you should be subscribing to. So financial coach is what the industry is terming them as, and they are completely being powered through LLM. The second one is the customer experience. That we all know that currently we don't have any executive picking up our call. It's all chatbots. And chatbots are powered with LLMs. And that's going to be more pronounced in future, where the entire front line is going to be on co-pilots. The third use case is on the core functions. So whether we talk about software development, testing, QA, that's slowly and steadily getting offloaded to LLM. But what's going to get more enriching is the design part of it, which is currently being held as a human capital that's going to be offloaded onto LLM. The fourth one is in the area of fraud detection. So banks have been using AI for some time for doing the fraud detection, for doing the risk analysis. What we are seeing in the new version is that more and more processes are going to be outsourced, likes of exceptions, providing timeline extensions. All of those core functions are also going to be outsourced. And we cannot not talk about marketing. Marketing is one of the very successful facets in banking where the generative AI is being used for compiling reports, for finding target segments, for doing market research. And what's going to happen is that we're going to have avatars, financial coaches, which are going to be driving their omni-channel marketing strategy. So whether it's going to be in Instagram, it's going to be on X, it's going to be in Facebook, all these channels are going to be effectively used by marketing and powered through domain LLMs. So these are some globally adopted, well-known use cases of generative AI, Andrew.
Wow, it's fascinating, isn't it, to see how this can transform the banking industry. And there's very broad use cases, and I'm sure that there's some that you didn't have time to cover as well, but you can understand how banking can invest in this space and get some really good proprietary information in these models to really give them a competitive advantage. Now, I know that there's a 6th use case. I know it's something that you love talking about. How is generative AI helping with cybersecurity in the banking sector?
Yes. An interesting area there to explore is that banks are very progressive again in terms of infusing not only AI, but generative AI into their existing cybersecurity programs. They're very clear that apart from anomaly detection, which is where the AI is oftenly used, know that there is a great merit of accelerating outcomes specifically in the facets of SOC operations, in the facets of taking them to more of a progressive and a proactive cybersecurity posture to autonomous operations. So that's where most of the benefit comes when you're infusing generative AI into existing cybersecurity programs. And definitely that comes with its own pitfalls as well. We've seen that, on the flip side of it, the generative AI itself has expanded the attack surfaces for organizations, and there's a lot to kind of understand there and invest their time and energy in.
Oh, thank you, Sapna, for sharing that. I love the word that you used, infused, and how AI can be infused into that process and that maturity that banking and finance customers have in their SOC to really be able to be that force multiplier to drive the outcomes and the autonomous outcomes. Now, we've spoken a lot about some of the great benefits of AI. We know that there's positives and negatives. We know that there's a whole lot of areas that banking and finance customers need to worry about as well, that the attack surface that AI creates. So things like poisoning of those data models, given that the output of that is so important, and what happens to the data when it gets inputted, and how do you secure this new world that's running on AI. So it'd be great if you could just share some examples of how you're working with your customers in banking and finance and how Trend is able to help on this journey to AI.
Right. So, Andrew, the journey towards adopting generative AI in different use cases is going to be a very, very bespoke journey for each of these customers, why there are blueprints. And we understand that. And hence, those challenges, common challenges, we have tied down into different use cases. So I'll start with the first use case, that is securing the AI workforce. That's the employees and the users within the bank or their customers who are going to be using these AI applications. Extremely important to help them protect against synthetic medias, that is deep fake and audio and video. Also safeguarding the applications which they are going to be a part of either the training set or going to be consumed. So providing a very tamper-proof AI application usage, preventing the prompt and the response injection at the user level itself. So that's the first use case. The second one is providing the best practices and safeguarding the entire enterprise LLM core unit. So right from data to model to inference, right? The third one would be helping the customers to evolve to next generation data centers, which are going to be basis on high compute like of NVIDIA's. So providing secure by design for them, right? And the last but not the least is by empowering. That's where I talk about infusing cybersecurity into their existing fabric. This is going to be accelerating some of the outcomes specifically in the area of SOC, as well as by empowering the CISOs and the security leaders to go one more step closer to the cyber resilience, which is connected to their business resilience outcomes. So these are the 4 use cases that we are working with the customers, helping them through the various stages of their generative AI adoption.
Well, thank you for sharing that. I mean, as we see how AI has transformed banking and finance and how they can deliver their products, it's clear to see that it's transformed what's needed as a cybersecurity partner for them, and how you can't just have cybersecurity in your platform, but you've actually got to be able to help the customers be able to run AI successfully in all of those different areas that we've spoken about. So thank you for sharing those use cases, and thank you for the time to chat today, Sapna.
Thanks, Andrew.
Thanks for tuning in to today's episode. We hope you found the insights around generative AI and banking and finance as interesting as I did. It's clear that AI is making huge strides in enhancing customer experience, cybersecurity, and fraud detection, but it also comes with challenges that need to be carefully managed. Make sure to tune in for our next episode, where we'll go behind the scenes and take a deeper look at how AI-powered platforms can help address the points we discussed today. Until then, stay secure and see you in a fortnight.